Winstones approached us when they found endangered geckos on a property destined for a new pit. Their iwi liaison, Kelvin Ratu, informed them that these geckos are sacred to Māori. Naturally, we had our concerns.
My name's Kelvin Ratu and I've been working for Winstones over 6 years and I'm a quarry operator.
Winstone Aggregates Hunua Quarry is one of the largest quarry operations in the country. Winstone Aggregates was founded in 1864 by the entrepreneurial brothers William and George Winstone. The company has been a leader in the quarry industry since that time, and 150 years young, we're looking forward to a sustainable future. We produce aggregates for a multitude of different applications in the built environment. Our rocks are everywhere around you.
Hunua Quarry started down behind me here in about the 1920s. Since that stage, it's been working its way through the aggregate resource adjacent to the Hunua Gorge to where it is today. There's parts of the quarry we know we're never going to use again for aggregate production, so we've contoured them off, planted them in native bush, and now we're into the stage where we need to move to a new quarry. This is this area behind me here, which is called Simon's Hill. We bought it in about the 1950s to make it into a quarry. We didn't know how or when we're going to use it. We're now at that stage. We went over there and now we've found that the Auckland Green Geckos have moved in.
I wondered how the geckos and windstones could coexist in this beautiful environment. And then we thought, why don't we move the whole whānau?
Let's just move them.
Managing an endangered species has always got its challenges, and they're compounded when you're looking at relocating a species. And of course, one of the first challenges is to find a suitable relocation site.
This spot that we've got right here is going to be the relocation spot for the geckos once we've found them. Nice north-facing slope, lots of sunshine coming in, not a lot of wind in this little gully here, and most importantly, it's got these tall stands of kānuka here. Give it beautiful habitat to live in, lots of food, they'll thrive. I'm Keith Barber, and I'm the Environmental Coordinator for Winstone Aggregates here at Hunua Quarry.
So the next challenge is how are you going to find the animals to relocate them? And with green geckos, they're an animal that we call cryptic. They're coloured like the environment, so they can be very difficult to find.
The green colour on the Auckland Green Geckos make them quite hard to see during the day. So we use experts that walk around at night shining powerful torches. They walk in a grid search pattern and basically look through the trees and find the geckos that shine up quite a bright colour in the spotlight, and then we commence to catch them.
So once you've got your gecko in the hand, how do you catalogue them?
Once a gecko is captured, we record its length, its reproductive status and its gender. We also take a GPS recording of the location where we found it and also a time and date. All this information is collected as soon as possible so we can let the gecko go that same night with as little stress on the animal as possible.
And this is the most satisfying part of the job. Releasing the geckos into their new home at a nearby location on Winstone's property where they'll be safe.
So even if you've managed to solve all of these problems with finding a relocation site and finding your geckos and getting them out of the environment, you still need to find a way of monitoring them in their new homes.
Given the local iwi's concerns with traditional toe clipping techniques, we'll be monitoring the geckos with photographic methods. We'll be monitoring them at the release site for the next 20 years, and we'll provide the monitoring information to local iwi, Department of Conservation, local councils and the local community. The information from the project will provide a valuable resource to be used by similar projects both in New Zealand and throughout the world.
Once Winstones explained to us how they were going to protect the geckos, we were happy to give our blessing.
drained during the blessing. And the iwi says it's a good sign from our ancestors. Oh, and also from the geckos as well.
The company was the first in the quarrying industry to establish an environmental management system back in the 90s. Since then, we've moved on to further initiatives such as the Biodiversity Action Plan. These measures are critical to sustain our business going ahead and to minimise our environmental footprint. My name is Bernie Choate. I'm the General Manager of Winstone Aggregates, part of the Fletcher Building Group.
I wonder what he thinks of his new home. Or if he's got any idea what we all went through.